Welcome back, everyone. Ches, talk to me about Chelsea today.
Oh, Chelsea first. Yeah, it was a good game. Kind of what I expected it to be close. I feel like we done well in terms of transition. So our midfield was excellent today. Lavia and Caicedo absolutely done their thing. I wasn't expecting Lavia to start, but I wanted him to start. So seeing him starting was a massive boost for me. I knew we could control that midfield a lot more in the game. Caicedo was excellent the whole game. Like, he was fantastic. He got the assist for Jackson's goal. And the way he was throwing off challenges, his passing, his progressive movement was excellent. The only issue I had with our team today was the decision making in the final third. Robertson was extremely shaky. The Liverpool fans will tell you that. He was extremely shaky. And it was a shame we didn't emphasize more on that side of the pitch. And our decision making in the final third, like I said before, just wasn't up to par. And that's the difference today. There was not much in this game. A Bozo moment from Colwell and a few half chances for Liverpool, and that was about it. I think the game was extremely tight. And Sancho could have got a pen. They got their pen. Jones could have got another penalty, I think it was, that was disallowed. So this is why before the game, Chelsea fans are defending the team with a lot more chest, because we predicted it to be this kind of game where certain fans thought that it'd be a blamming and a funeral, and there's a massive gulf in class. And we saw today, everyone watched that game live on Sky Sports that we watched in the world. It was very, very tight. And Jones, I want to shout out Jones, because I thought him not playing would be a benefit to our team. But it turned out that I said to my boy before the game, I was like, he's a bit more progressive than McAllister is. McAllister is very efficient on the football. He's a very good passer the ball. He's not as electric and forward thinking as Jones is. So Jones coming to his team actually worked out in your favour. And he got the winning goal today, and he played fantastic. But I won't shout at Caicedo, because sometimes when your team loses, you crash it on all players, but crash it on Sancho, crash it on Palmer. These guys didn't turn up. When they turn up, they weren't good enough. So I'll be first to say Palmer today, he's done well against other big 16s, but today, he had his chance, didn't hit the target. Just wasn't good enough. Madueke was decent, but again, decision-making was poor. And touch on the goals quickly, just poor. Just Bozo moments. That's the difference between us and Liverpool. It wasn't necessarily the quality in terms of the way we're moving the ball. It's just the decision-making and the moments is what separates us. We have bozos at the back. Sanchez and Tosin, again, with both the goals, not good enough. Why is Sanchez not claiming it a bit more aggressively? You just let the guy just shoot. And then you got the second goal. We just scored. The whole tie has changed. The Liverpool fans, the whole game were quiet. We're on the ascendancy. And then Salah's one pass, simple pass, and we're open. It reminded me of the Liverpool fans on their head, the home game last season where Salah found Diaz. It's the same similar pass where everyone's just standing there. And before you know it, they just tap it in. So for me, a very, very close game. And the reason why you're getting super chats praising Chelsea from rival fans, Arsenal and Liverpool fans alike, is because they see what we're talking about. Because when you watch our games, it looks like we're fourth in the league. We've only played Brighton, Wolves, etc. You've seen today how tough Wolves can be, right? You saw how tough Bournemouth can be yesterday, Arsenal fans. Same teams we beat. So when you're playing these bigger teams, that's where you get to see where your level's at. And my midfield today, excellent. My attack, poor, and my defense, bozo moments. And that's the difference. There wasn't much difference, but those margins in football can make a difference. And unfortunately, when it came to our bozo moments, that made a big difference. But for me, a draw, if Gusto scores that chance, or Nkunku scores that chance, I don't think anybody could sit here and go, Chelsea didn't deserve a draw in that game. It was a very tight game. Look at the stats, look at the eye test, and look at the way both teams performed. I think Liverpool probably edged it just slightly, but if we got a draw, that also would have been a fair result. So for me, this game is not made me more optimistic. That's stupid. I don't believe losing is a good thing, but it definitely showed me that we can compete. We need a goalkeeper and we need a centre back. If we get those, even if you keep Jackson, because Jackson's finished today, I feel as though we could go a lot further in the league. But I think those two areas is where we're.
I hear you on that, Ches. There's quite a number of Chelsea fans in our comment section, including some super chats from Jimmy, talking about Enzo, though, saying the second he came on, you were losing more duels. You mentioned centre-backs and goalkeeper. We know that a lot of you want Lavia to start over Enzo, but is it getting to a point where you're not going to be able to rely on the likes of Enzo, even from your bench, to be able to cut it at the highest level in the Premier League?
Enzo, for me, is really shining out in a poor way. Like before, he was poor, and people let him off a bit. It's like cool. Year and a half in is what it is. The club's in a mess, but now the club's improving. He stands out more. So when your club actually gets better, Salah football gets better, etc., and players start coming back from injury performing better than you, then that's when the issue. You get it. So now he stands out even more, Terry. Because before there was a mess, and you can cloud his performances with our Chelsea's a mess, their midfield structure, etc. But now there's things into place and the cogs are working. He just stands out even more. That's what I think's happened. He's performing like this for like over a year, by the way. He's been the same. He hasn't got any worse on him, but he's been the same. So for me, I don't care about players. I care about the club. So the club has to take a loss on him if he doesn't perform the rest of the season. I don't think any Chelsea fans going to care. It's not our money. It's a massive L in the club, but they need to rectify this error, get another midfielder in, or just do something with him. Loan. I don't care what it is. But he ain't been good. But on the game, that's my thoughts on the game. It was a tight game. And when people, that's what I said before, let me finish, that when people talking about funerals and stuff, and I would choose this player over this player, you saw today, it's on a knife edge. Liverpool, just like us, didn't create. Sanchez didn't make. How many saves Sanchez and Kelly had to make today? One or two?
None.
I
think Kelly had that one thing Palmer in the first half.
It's not people chat about football in a dumb way, pedantically, not using their brain, going funerals, we're going to dominate this, and we're telling you, relax. This is why you get Chelsea fans confident going to your ground and getting a result, because of performances like today, where people chat too much for a game, going, we're going to smack you up, your team's average. So why did it take a penalty to beat us then?
So on that,
wait. Terry.
Go on.
Can I go? Just because I've got to go out.
Okay, go
team wants it. But anyway, no, it's a really close game the whole way. And fair play to Liverpool. As I said, I think they've been the best team, and today they showed why. They were just slightly better at game managing than us. That was the main difference. When we went 1-1 and we should have been clearing our lines, we were too busy trying to play with it, and then we ended up getting burnt. And then Salah put in an unbelievable ball, and then they scored the goal to make it 2-1. So again, they're far further along in their process than we are, and they've got a really good team. So I'm not angry about it. We performed really well. We went to Anfield and we went toe to toe with them. And Hussam, I'm sorry, bro, you got to hold it. You won, but you still got to hold that L, because you were talking about 4-1. Same with you, Ram, as well. Ram, you don't even have chest like that, but for some reason you thought, oh yeah, let me have chest today. And then you were like, oh, yeah, we're going to win 4-1. You didn't believe that. I looked at you boys and I knew you didn't believe that. Everyone can see this team is
2-0, Joe.
No,
I did say 2-0.
You said 4-1. Ram.
I said there's more of a chance winning 4-0 than you not taking points from my ground. As in, you're not going to get a win. You're going to get a win at Anfield.
And Ram, ultimately, you were wrong.
What do you mean? I'm still sensitive.
Ram, you are wrong, because the game was closer to being a draw today than it was you winning 4-0.
Yeah, you were just you didn't. I knew you didn't believe what you said.
I said a loss though.
No, you said get again.
You said
you're getting 3 points.
When Hussam said again, Ram, we're not doing up court of law. When Hussam said you're winning 4-1, you suddenly got out and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna 1% chance of this, that, and the other." Bro, we knew what you were trying to say. You said you wouldn't swap McAllister for Palmer. Like, do you know what I mean? You were chatting, Ram. You're chatting too much. I know you ain't got tests like that. I've met you. Ain't got tests like that. So let's simmer down. Let's simmer down. Let's simmer down. Have a bit of respect.
Looking at today, I'm just saying. Where was Palmer, bro?
I'm not going to sit. You beat us, and that's fair. No, you beat us, and that's fair. And Curtis Jones played really well, and so did your team. And Salah performed, and he showed up, showing why he's been one of the best players in the league. I'm not angry at that. But I just want you, man, to respect my team. Because, again, the amount of trash that got talked about this team from the start and saying, oh, you guys ain't done anything. We went toe-to-toe today. I can go into most games now and go, do you know what? We you know what? We might lose, but we're going to fight. And we're gonna try and match you. When you come to us, I'm going to sit there and say, we can beat you, boys. When we've got our own crowd behind us, I think we can beat you. And that's not outrageous. Last year when we said that, everyone had been like, hang on, what's going on? You're in 7th, you're in 8th. Today, we showed that we can match anyone, because you man have been the best. But we went toe-to-toe at your ground. So don't forget that. Show a bit of respect to my team. Fair play to you guys, you won. But Again, very close game. On another day, the ref doesn't give the first pen and the VAR doesn't get involved, and then VAR gets involved on Sancho and it's 2-1. That's two decisions.
Fine margins, but there was what it was.
Fine margins. You know what I mean? Two very close decisions where we've seen things given and things not, and the game's completely different. So I just came on to say, show my team a bit of respect. I'm a go. I won my game today. I beat Birmingham. Amen.
Well
I'm
done.
off. See you
Well
in a
done,
bit,
David.
boys.
Well done, bro.
See you in a bit. I'm gonna go drink.
On